Okay, this is my video. This is going to be a long one, so I apologize firsthand for that. But this is my vision. Back in 2012, when I was living in Crosswinds Apartments in Oklahoma City, I received my second vision. I'm not going to talk about my first vision. This is my second vision. Anyway, when I was in my apartment, laying there, I decided to lay down and take a nap. When I took a nap, I had a vision. I knew exactly it was a vision because it was completely different. It was in red. I knew it was a vision. I knew it wasn't just some dream or, some midnight movie in my head. I knew exactly what it was because I know what visions and dreams are, and we're in the last days. Just like in the Bible, in the last days, God will pour out His Spirit on all flesh. Young men will have visions, old men will dream dreams. And so my dad had a vision. He just passed away last Monday on the 21st of November at 6:45 p.m. He was born on the 21st. He passed away on the 21st. And I finally figured out a part that I missed completely, and it was obvious. And I'm still a little bit unsure, but it's pretty obvious now that my father passed away. And I'm processing that right now. Anyway, excuse me. So I laid down to take a nap, and in this vision, I was in a car. We're talking Burt Reynolds, the Firebird. That car. Brown. I was in the passenger seat, okay? And so this car took me fast through all these different scenes and mini scenes, such as prison. I saw the bathrooms in prison. Went to prison 4 years ago. Just a little 6 month sanction. Nothing. I'm nothing. I'm nobody. That happened. Everything in the vision has happened. There was a bunch of different scenes. But I was in the car and I was in the passenger seat. The main thing I'm going to discuss is that I wasn't driving. And so the whole time in it too, as I'm looking, I'm like, who's driving this car? What the hell is driving on its own? And so what I thought it was Satan, because I've always struggled with, since the age of 19, with opioids. I've always known better. I've always known right from wrong because God put His laws on my heart and mind. I've always known right from wrong, but I always chose the wrong path. So I always went left instead of right. And so that's who I thought was driving the car, was Satan, or evil, or wrongdoing, But everything, like I said, everything in that vision has happened, such as prison, seeing the bathrooms in there. I drove in the stalls, saw that. The car was so small. It was like, up into the bathrooms, came out. Then also, we were driving down the highway, and on the side of both the highways, there was people, and it's like they were yelling at me on both sides, bickering, yelling, pointing fingers, and I was looking at them, going, what? And there was this long stretch of highway, and at the end, I could see a bridge and like a city. And then after that, I was out of the car, and I was running around in different scenes, like Walmart, but I was running, going through different Walmart stores. But at the end, this is the kicker. At the end, I was in a type of clinic, pharmacy, and as I was standing there, some man came in a black uniform, looks just like a cop, or law enforcement, or, short black hair, mustache, law enforcement. I mean, what else would it be? And I get shot 5 times. It's either 4 or 5. And the person in the clinic was like, no! And I get shot 4 or 5 times, and I go down on the ground, and I'm like, nah. And when I got shot too, I was going, damn, this hurts. Just like, ugh. And I was like, now what? And so I'm laying on my back looking up at heaven, just looking up at the ceiling. And I said, Lord, forgive me. Bam, I fell asleep and woke up. And that was pretty much the vision. Like I said, there was some more scenes and stuff in there, which I've written down. This is the first time I actually documented it. But there's more stuff in there. Not a whole lot more, but that's the gist of it. But what I figured out, and I think it's true, you can help me. There was no driver because my dad passed away. And I didn't see it. My dad struggled with a lot of physical ailments. Back, knees, shoulders, worked at the post office, had a rough time. Last 3 years he broke his hip, was in a wheelchair. I became his caretaker. I waited on him 24/7.